Yo, what is going on today, everybody? It's your boy Accuracy. Today I'm back with another YouTube video, and a lot of people always ask me this question. I always get this question a lot. Over my years of sniping, it's been a blast. I've been enjoying doing it for the longest time. I still do. It's really fun. I love doing it multiplayer, 1v1s, when I get challenged to do them, you know. And basically today's video, I'm just going to be going over how to quickscope. Now, once again, like the other video, I actually did a previous video to this back in 2017 during the Infinite Warfare era. That video did pretty good. I got good reviews back in that video. So today, I'm about to be doing it back in Modern Warfare. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. If you do, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share with your friends, because you know a lot of people want to learn how to snipe. It's not easy when you first start, but once you get the hang of it, it's all muscle memory, you know, just timing, places to aim. But hopefully I can get through that in all this video, and hopefully you can get something out of this video that can improve you as a player. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Rule number one. I'm pretty sure that we all can agree on this. Obviously we need a sniper. Duh. But actually, like, the rule number one, when you're getting ready to snipe, you know, you want to learn how to get into zooming in fast and quick scoping. It's all about, first, you always want to choose the sensitivity that fits you right. Now, when you first start off, you're always going to be trying to change different sensitivities, because sometimes it's not a certain number of horizontal and vertical sensitivity isn't always going to fit your preference, which is fine, because like, I like to change mine around a lot too. But you know how stuff goes. Now I didn't really learn how to snipe really good until a little bit after like Modern Warfare 2, because I was always like, I wasn't really a sniping person until I really got into it. I started to watch videos on it, and you know, I started to catch so I could catch my own drift, if you know what I mean. So like I said, you always want to make sure you find a sensitivity that you're comfortable with, something that can fit you. You know, usually a big name YouTuber, they like to snipe at like, a number 8 and 9. Me personally, I feel like it's not slow. That's actually really good sensitivity. But for me personally, I'm more comfortable with going over 10, so maybe like 13, 14 maybe, because you know, like, a lot of the time when a sniper snipe, we need to be quick. We need to be able to zoom in quickly. We need to be able to zoom in quickly and be able to maneuver and strafe really fast, and you know, cock our snipers back, and stuff like that. So you know, that's always key. Sensitivity is really key in a lot of situations. So right now I currently play on a 14. I actually used to back in like Black Ops 3, I used to play on a 8 and a 9, and then I switched over to like a 12. Then I went full insane 14. I actually used to play on max sensitivity with regular guns too, but for some reason this game I had to change it, because in this game it's actually like really insane for some reason, which I don't really know why. I just can't find myself with it. But anyway, so like I said, ladies and gentlemen, rule number one is key. Rule number one is sensitivity is key. You need to find a sensitivity that fits your preference, because sensitivity is what will get you through. It's what will help you maneuver, strafe, be able to dodge bullets, slide, you know, basically what I said already. And you're going to need it when you're sniping in 1v1s and multiplayer, especially multiplayer, because it's always like multiple people shooting at you. You know, you're going to need to be able to dodge bullets and, you know, run back and forth. So that's rule number one. Rule number two, I guess we can, I don't know, man, I guess we could talk about where to aim. Now this one, I guess this is kind of tricky, because you know, sniping has evolved from Infinite Warfare all the way now to Modern Warfare, with Modern Warfare being so realistic. So you know, like, where to aim, obviously we aim at the body. You can always go for, you know, headshots, body shots, any type of shots. Me, I like to aim at the body, but me, like, my bullet just, you know, it's all about where you shoot in the body. Like at that shot you just seen, I shot the guy in the collarbone. You know, it's always like where the bullet will land, if that makes any sense, you know. You always got to find the perfect place to aim. Another tip that is really good also, that a lot of people don't know, a lot of people know, but I don't think they really put it to use when it's actually time to snipe, is that when you're sniping, you have to be really, you have to be focused on the target, being able to snap like immediately, not being hesitant about your shot, because we're all going to miss a shot. We're not going to hit every single shot, you know, unless like, you know, we're like really in that mode, which we always are. But even then, like, you know, some shots always aren't going to hit. And also, even a lot of the time you can get a hit marker too, which is pretty cheeks if you ask me. But that's that. Like I said, also good things to note that when you're sniping, there each Call of Duty, there's always head glitches. You know, there's always head glitches, little spots that you could poke, that people poke out, like you can shoot the foot, the leg, specifically the head, obviously being a one shot, because every game a sniper is really powerful. Specifically in this game, the HDR and the AX50, insanely powerful. But yeah, guys, you know, you always want to find the right place to aim, you know, because it's going to help you. Also, another tip that is really good, a lot of people don't do this as well. When you snipe, make sure, I know it's, you know, it's hard to see, but when you're sniping, make sure when you look at the enemy, you stop. What I mean by that is like, as soon as you see the enemy, you want to take like a slight pause, but as you stop, you aim again. I know it's kind of, you know, weird to like take all of that in the head, but you know, you know, like that head, that was a head glitch right there. You can see how I stopped, I aimed in, shot, boom. You know, stuff like that. Make sure you stop at the enemy, because you're more likely to hit the shot when you stop and aim at the enemy, which is really good because we don't want to miss any shots. We always want our shots to be 100% crisp. And I'm really rambling on. I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible and get out as much info as I can. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's that. What else should I go over? Number 3. Rule number 3, guys. Make sure you practice on bots. You can always go into custom games and put the bots on recruit. You could even if you're still learning, you can always practice on a real person, like actually like battle with them, even though most likely, you know, you won't win because you're new to the sniping scene. But even then, like, it's always good to practice against real people, because you know you can learn from them, you can learn from your mistakes, learn by the way they move, they strafe. You know, even the bots, like you can get through them, they can like go in straight lines, like even like back in Black Ops 2 and 3 was like really good at practicing the bots, like with the Locust and the SVG, because they were all running in straight lines, and you know, it's easy to hit your shots, and you know, stuff like that. It's always good to practice, even if you are expert sniper. It's always good to practice, because you never know like when you're going to lose your shot, because even then, like when you take a break, like me myself, every time I take a break from COD, I don't lose my shot traumatically, but my shot does become a little off. But as I get to play more and more matches, it starts to warm up, and you know, I start to find myself again with the sniper. Also, guys, hopefully that does help you. Even another thing is, you could go to like private matches without bots. You can, like, I don't know, say go to like a certain map, like maybe shipment. You could aim at certain things on the wall, just practice on shooting that specific object or picture as many times as you want, to try to get your shot registered, to try to get your aim, you know, in contact, if that makes any sense. Because you always, also another thing with sniping, it's all about hand-eye coordination. You always want to make sure, like, you know, you're always focused on the target, so that way as soon as you aim in, you can just, you know, snap easily, just like that. It's always good to practice over and over and over, because you know, it's going to benefit you in the future, obviously. Like that was a nice shot. I have plenty of more clips too. You know, but yeah, you know, it's always good to practice and stuff. Also, I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of class setups. I want to show you guys some of the things I personally use. Like, when a game first came out, I actually was kind of hopeless when it came to sniping, because I seen that like the snipers were extremely slow. Like, I was winning like matches and getting clips and stuff, but it was just so hard for me to be able to like snap because of how slow everything was. Like, everything was just insanely slow, like with the AX50 and the HDR. But then once I started to play more, I started to get the hang of it. And you know, I actually mastered the AX50 before I did the HDR. Hold on, I'm gonna show you that gameplay right here in a moment. So yeah, I mastered the AX50 before I mastered the HDR. The X50 always felt like the right gun in hand for me. Like, I found the perfect class setup. I felt like I was a monster with it. I felt like I could just snap really quickly, which I can, as you can see in the gameplays and other videos beforehand. And, you know, I just, you know, see, it's like, it's always been like that for me in every single COD. It's like, once I master the snipers, it's like, you know, okay, now I can be filthy because, like, you know, I have it mastered and I have it ready, I have it down, like, nothing can stop me. Obviously, I'm going to, you know, get killed every once in a while because, you know, it's always going to be certain things that kill me. But I'm not worried about that because I'm in the want these kills. Also, I'm going to show you some, like I said before, I'm going to show you my X50 class setup, and then I'm going to show you my my HDR class setup. I actually recently just started using the HDR more. I actually really like the gun. I always did like it. I just felt like no matter what I was able to put on it, because if you guys don't know, the HDR does have a slower ADS speed than the AX50, even with the certain class setups. So like I said, even when I started to really give the HDR a try, it was still hard for me to, you know, snap because of how slow it aimed down sight. But now, like, I can aim it pretty fast and pretty good with it. You guys want to see some good shots here in this gameplay. And, you know, hopefully you guys do take note of what I'm saying. I know this video is kind of all over the place. It's been a while since I made one of these. I haven't made one of these videos since 2017, and a lot of people actually found it helpful, which is good. I'm glad, and I want to continue to help people better the game because people help me better mine. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it. I mean, you know, we can talk about marksman rifles. Like, I think the the MK2 carbine is really good. Most of the time you can get a consistent one shot. Every once in a while you get a hit marker. Also, I think the the Kar 98K is good. It's just literally the same thing from World War II. And if you guys remember, I was pretty nasty with that. Go check the old videos. No, I'm kidding. But I was nasty though. But like I said, I was pretty I liked it. So I actually recently started giving marksman rifles a try more, because when the game actually first came out, I was actually really nice with the MK2 carbine. It was the perfect gun for me. Like I said, at first I didn't feel really good with the AX50 and the HDR because I felt hopeless on quickscoping this year, until I started watching more like Sprat, Primage, you know, etc., the sniper community. So I decided to give them a try. That was a really nice shot. So I decided to give it a try, and you know, I found the perfect class setups for me, and it, you know, I'm sticking to them. Like, they're good for me now. So with that being said, that's pretty much it. If you guys do want to see some, I have Kar 98 and what do you call it? Oh my god, excuse me. Kar 98 and MK2 gameplay. If you guys do want to see that, if you guys want to see that, please leave a comment. But let me stop talking. I'm going to show you guys the class setups. We're going to finish you guys up with the rest of this gameplay. And if you guys do enjoy, please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I think that's pretty much it. I feel like there's some more stuff I have to go over. I don't think so. But if I did, please be sure to leave a comment of what I missed. But let's get into the class setups. So here we go, guys. I got the X50 class set up. I'm going to let it load up. I'm not going to really explain anything. Just these are the attachments I use. I feel like these are the best for quick scoping in terms of quickness, maneuvering, and strafe, and you know, trying to you know, outsmart and outplay your enemy. So we got the 17.0 factory barrel, ADS speed, movement speed. We got attack laser, ADS speed, aiming stability, and the steadiness of aim walking, which I don't think really makes a huge difference if you ask me, but I like it just because of the ADS speed. You got the single arms assassin stock perk. You know, we can strafe more with this. I got a stifle grip tape on, stippled. I don't know, I feel like it's stippled, but I like stippled better. We got that, and we got the sleight of hand perk. Boom. And we got the HDR. I don't know if you guys want to see some marksman rifles. I'll show you guys that in another video. You got the, I don't really have a lot of attachments for this, really. Attack, stock, ADS speed, sleight of hand, and that's really it. That pretty much.